What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for more Satisfactory. Let's get into this. I want to do some research. I've already got a bunch of stuff already collected and ready to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. I need to get some black powder into my inventory. Oh, I added a bunch of stuff to the dimensional depots. It's been a few days since I played, so I'm not sure where I left off and all that, but got a bunch more stuff added to the dimensional depot. Some stuff I added by hand. Whenever I get like the manufacturer, I think it's called, I'll be able to do a little bit more with that. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab this. I've already got an object scanner. I think I need to grab some more motors. So let's grab some of those. And the crystal oscillators, I might need to grab from here. Let's grab some of those. I added those ones by hand. So, anyway. What else have I got going on? I've got a bunch more hard drives scanned. I just haven't decided which ones I want to use. I think I'm going to take the heavy oil residue from this one. But anyway, let's continue. So, it's going to be in sulfur. So let's get that done. Nice.
Research completed. Smokeless powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available for the development of high-end weaponry and ammunition.
Yeah, I wanted to unlock the rifle. So, eventually, we'll get that going as well. I should have all the necessary stuff to do it. I'll just have to make the actual smokeless powder, which is plastic and black powder, which is pretty easy. Okay, then from there, I wanted to do this one as well, radio signal scanning, because I need more hard drives.
Object scanner magnetic sensitivity increased. It can now detect the signal of any hard drives at crash sites in your region.
Nice. So now, let's see. It's through the scanner, right? Scannable object hard. Yeah, it says scannable object hard drives. Thought it was through the scanner, but maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. We've got industrial manufacturing we've got to get done. Also, another thing I found out is if you hold R2, it will, when you don't have anything equipped, so I've got empty hands here. If you hold R2, you can look at stuff and you can sample immediately from that, or you can copy and paste settings without having to, like, go into this and then press R2 and do all that. So you can do it from a distance. So, something to consider. Alright, let's go ahead and get the industrial manufacturing done. Nice.
Milestone reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of Phase 3 of project assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
Thank you. Okay, so here is the manufacturer. Let's just put this somewhere and take a look at it. And just put it right there. Oh, got bigger, better, FICSIT. Got a trophy for making our first manufacturer. So, this is going to take motors, rubber, and smart plating. Okay, well, we are currently producing all of those. The farthest away resource is obviously the rubber. And then this one is the wire, the circuits, and the heavy modular frames, which heavy modular frames we haven't even gotten started yet. I would also like to get the SAM fluctuator automated. I mean, I want all this automated, obviously. But some of these I'll probably want to prioritize. I'll probably want to prioritize the heavy modular frames first, in which case I think I'm going to make a new setup for manufacturer kind of things. So let's go ahead and put that, I don't know, right here? Sure. Let's do that. I don't know if it's a good idea to get rid of these types of things, but I'm going to get rid of it anyway. Alright. So then, the manufacturer is pretty big. Pretty big. So we're going to want, what is that, a 3x3 on the foundations? Possibly. Somebody was saying something about holding R1 to snap, and they said it like it was different from just tapping R1. I think they were wrong, because it doesn't seem to be any different. Anyway, let's go ahead and line this up. I could line this up to the pre-existing factory, but I'm not too worried about that. Okay. Now then, is that lined up? Kind of. It's a little hard to tell sometimes. Yeah. Are there any nodes that I'm covering? I don't think there are. Definitely not copper. Yeah, next copper's way over there. No. Not in any danger of covering nodes. Alright. I don't know how big we want this, but if this is going to be for strictly manufacturers, we probably want it to be relatively large. So, probably a terrible idea to get close enough to this. Alright, so that's the limit, pretty much. Close is it? Alright. So it's not completely that. Guess I don't need to have that one there. Oh, really? That close, huh? Okay. No, I'm not even going to worry about that. Okay, let's see what we're looking like as far as all this space is concerned. We've got everything automated for all this, so we should be able to put down plenty of these. Let's see. cut all that down. Probably should have did all this first. Whatever. I turned down a little bit of the volume on some things, like the chainsaw and the zip line. I think right now I've got them at about half the volume. So. Okay, I think that's all of that. Alright. Let's move this back into position. I think we can throw a lift onto this and then, I don't know, maybe take everything that we produce via the manufacturers and put them onto another floor as far as collection. That'll be fine, I guess. I don't know if I want to have spacing in between these. Let's just do that for now. Okay, so that's 3 of them. Right now I've got 2 products that I know I'm going to want coming out of this. And then I guess I could move this tower. I don't need to keep it here. Okay. So that gives me enough for these 3. And then we'll have to get the rest of these as well. So, let's not worry about that for now. Let's just get our first recipe set up. Also, how much power do these take? These take 55 megawatts. Interesting. Let's set that up for that. Let's set that up for that. Could be for heavy modular frames. And I guess we could do high-speed connectors. I think I've got everything in this building for all those, so... Okay. You take modular frames. You do take heavy modular frames, so we could feed this one directly into this one, if we really wanted to, with a splitter, perhaps. This is going to produce 2 per minute, so yeah, we could split that. First things first, the easiest thing will probably be modular engines. Now, rubber. How do we want to get rubber all the way over here? We could do a train. We could do a truck. We could do a big-ass belt. Like, that would be a belt from all the way over here to here for rubber. That seems a little bit excessive. All right. Pod's going to take a little while. Get out of here, bird. Okay, so the next thing we can do for our milestone is the monorail, railway signaling, pipeline engineering. Should probably do pipeline engineering, but we need to get the heavy modular frames up and running for that anyway. So, you know what, let's just not worry about that right now. Do we have everything available to us to get heavy modular frames up and running? Modular frames. Yeah, no, we should have everything for this. Now, do I want to start a separate production for some of this stuff? I've got plenty of nodes to pull from. I don't need to pull from the stuff I'm already using. But then again, I am already producing a lot of this. So, that's kind of the question, isn't it? We could get the industrial beams taken care of relatively easily. Although, do we have any limestone nearby? I've got one more node over there that's impure. That's even closer. That's impure. 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 They're all impure. Okay. Those are the closest ones. So we could get that sorted. Then we'll just need to get the steel, which I can peel off our steel production that we're already making. I'm okay with that. To make the steel pipes. Okay. The modular frames we're already producing, but not a whole lot. Let me take a look here. Okay. So, as far as our assembler is concerned, how's this going to line up anyway? Not super well. Yeah, we'll have to get a little bit more space just to belt it through a little bit cleaner. What kind of spacing are we looking at here? So that's enough for 8 assemblers. I might be able to leave these this way and then just belt them in where necessary. Do we have any shared materials? Motors, heavy modular frame circuit boards. Nope, except for circuit boards. I don't think we're actually sharing anything. So we're definitely probably not going to need this many. But that's okay. One thing at a time. So, steel pipes. Let's get that sorted. Steel pipes are going to need a constructor, not an assembler. So, let's make you that. Steel beams and concrete. Though, I might have an alternate recipe for the industrial beams. Let's go take a look at our hard drives and see if we have anything that's relevant for what we've got going on. Gotta have something. Whether or not it'll make it easier or not, I don't know. Okay. Wet concrete, that's not really going to help us. Silicon high-speed connectors. Bolted frames. Basic iron ingots. Steeled frames require steel pipes. Which... that would still require steel and iron for the input on that. I think I'm using one of those recipes right now. One of those alternative recipes. It's just iron plates. Was it this one? No, I'm using that upstairs for the copper. That's what I was doing with that. It's not exactly great. Okay, so... turns out I didn't have anything that'll really help, so it looks like we're going to have to go with the standard recipes. It's probably fine. Okay, you need motors, rubber, and smart plating. I don't think I need any assemblers to feed into you. You aren't going to need assemblers because you're going to need a manufacturer to feed into you with 3 of your 4 parts. Okay. And then you're pretty much only assemblers. Well, except for the steel pipes. So we're going to need constructors for you. Okay. Let's just get rid of this then. 1, 2... Yeah, you only need 2 assemblers facing you, so let's just do this for now. You're going to be set for that. You're going to be set for... What was it? Actually, you just need the modular frames. Okay, so for that, we're going to need reinforced iron plates and iron rods. That's not necessarily a problem. We'll just need to get some iron over here, which we should have some more iron nodes I haven't tapped into yet. And then you... How many of those do you need a minute? 10 per minute. And this only produces 6 per minute without overclocking. Okay. Well, let's get the iron stuff taken care of then. Impure, impure, normal, normal, normal. Okay. We could use those. Those are all impure. Okay, yeah, we can use these ones to the north. Oh, wait, actually, you know what? I need more automated little mini miners. Why did I run all the way over here? I could just make one of these. Stupid. Alright. I'm gonna need... Oh, let's grab 6 of them for now. We'll make all the Mark II miners. Put them over there on the normal nodes. We'll probably get around to using the rest of that iron eventually. Maybe we'll find some alternate recipes that can bypass some other things. I don't know. We'll see. Right. Wonder if this giant rock is going to get in the way. Nah. Probably not. Okay, so you need reinforced iron plates and iron rods. Let's get that set up. How many did you need? 12 per minute for iron rods. Well, that's 1 machine worth. Not a problem. We can do the smelting over by the actual miners, I think, and then just belt over the iron. Save us a little bit of room. 120 per minute. We're not going to use all this up, so it is what it is, but... yeah, because even if I overclock this, it's only going to get up to 75. So I'll need a lot in order to fully capitalize on this. That's not necessarily a problem. Okay. And we'll just merge it for now. Not too worried about it. Let's get these. Guess I can merge these two. So that's 240 that it's producing right now. Right through the rock. Because why not? Okay. Let's see here. Get the calculator. So with the 4 smelters I've got right here, that's enough for 300 to go through. So, right now I've got 3 miners at 120. So that's enough for 360. So... yeah, I mean, it's kind of whatever, I guess. Alright. It's not going to be a super even split, but you know what? I think that's fine. Alright, that's a lot of iron. You're set up for that. And then we're going to need an assembler to feed into this. I could get more screw production over here when I bring the steel over. to make up for that. Is that how I want to do that? Or I could go with the copper. I do have copper right here. We could bring that over for the cable, and then just do the stitched iron plates. It will require more iron, but that's probably okay. Yeah, that's probably fine. I should probably back this up a little bit, huh? Need a constructor into here. It's going to require 37.5 per minute. Could do iron wire. You know what? Yeah, let's just do iron wire. How much was it? 37. There we go. Okay, so we can just bring the iron ingots over here, feed it into this. Feed it into this. Let's get a couple mergers here. I think the belt can stack all this. These two. If not, then whatever. It is what it is. Why does it do that sometimes? Sometimes it goes off onto a 45 instead of a 90-degree angle. That. So close. You need iron. You need iron plates as well. So, get another constructor right next to you. You're set up for iron plates. Iron plates. Or no, iron ingots, iron ingots. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a longer episode. I can tell already. going to need splitters set up for all this. You're also going to need iron ingots. That facing the right way. Okay. Okay. Those should all be good. Gonna need to do its thing. So you're making 20 per minute. Need 18.75 of the iron plates. So this is technically good. 37.5. Right now we're doing 37.125. So we'll go up to 38 on that. Okay, that's good. Okay. I don't think it's gonna let me do this. Oh, it does. How about that? Technically, I think that's producing. Yeah. Wire's going to take a little while. 32 seconds. Wow. That is slow. Okay. Set up the power poles for all this, shouldn't I? While I'm kind of waiting for stuff to be produced anyway. Making modular frames. Now you need steel beams and concrete. Concrete was pretty close by as far as limestone's concerned. Yeah, it's just right here. Impure, but we might be able to make it work. Is it down here? Yeah, it's down here. I need more miners. You know, I don't think I've gotten the alternate recipe for making these, like, on standby. Those are in an assembler, I believe, as far as the recipe's concerned. Yeah, I don't have it yet, so Can't do anything about that. Now, how many constructors would I need? For concrete. 45 per minute. You're doing 60 per minute unoverclocked. That's fine. I don't think I'm going to need too much more than that. Okay, so that's concrete taken care of. Now, let's just feed it alongside this. And every once in a while, there's trouble with how the belts want to auto connect when you've got it set on snapping. It can be a little bit weird. Anyway. That's not lined up properly at all. Okay, then we need to get the steel beams over here, which I'm fine with pulling from the production we have over there. Alright. How do I want to get this over there? We could just put a lift on. Steel. We need to make that into steel beams. Constructor. You need 18 per minute. Right now, this is only producing 15. Okay. believe this line is steel. So let's go ahead and see. I don't know if that's properly attaching or not. Guess that is. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay. Just wanted to make sure it was connected first. Bit of an awkward angle. Okay. Okay, that is now producing. Very good. Just gonna throw some random stuff in there that I've got. Modular frame, that's good. So what are you producing at? 6 per minute? We need that to be 10, right? Yeah, we need that to be 10. So that is 10.2. So we'll need 30 steel beams and 60 concrete. How much concrete were we even producing? Not 60, I know that. Oh no, we're producing 37, so okay, I'd want another one then. Alright, that's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Let's just do this. I need 112.5 per minute. I guess I could underclock these slightly to get them both to like 31. Yeah, 31.5, sure, why not? And then that's going to require 93, so 180, which we're not technically producing enough from this. So we might tap into another vein. Oh, I need a splitter, not a merger. Duh. Gonna fit here. Now I need the merger. I do have this one nearby. If I wanted to make up for that 30 deficit, I could. I think I'm just going to let it run for now, though. Just kind of deal with it. Okay, so steel pipes and screws. Okay, I've already got steel coming over here. So steel pipes. You're going to be steel screws. Okay. Off, but whatever. Steel beams into screws. You only need 5 per minute. You're actually making 15 per minute. 30 per minute. I have no idea what our throughput is right now, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Do I want to do lifts into this? I don't think so. Well, that's in the way. That's annoying. Yeah, it's a little bit off. Whatever. And yeah, sure, we'll do lifts. Why not? I could technically just merge these all onto one path. I don't need to have them in their own separate inputs, right? I don't know. Okay, now we just gotta link these two up. And that will be heavy modular frames. Let's just go like that. Alright, once it gets the screws in there, that will be running, and then technically we've got heavy modular frames up and going. Very good. Cool. Alright, heavy modular frames, up and running. Very good. A little bit of a longer episode, but that's fine. Anyway, I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.